Okay. Sorry, I was just messing around. So today I just decided to do a video on about the general what I found out to be true about metal concerts in general, how to survive them, what the hell goes on, stuff like that. So normally any metal concert, I'm not talking about Pierceville or anything like that. I'm talking about like Whitechapel, death metal, stuff like that in general. It's normally in a smaller venue, like maybe sometimes even a bar or just a small venue, usually with hardwood floor, concrete, bars, bathrooms, crap like that. It's nice and small. But normally it'll cost you around like 20, $30 for a ticket. Sometimes even less. Like I went and saw Rings of Saturn at the Metro Gallery and other bands for like $12, which is pretty cool. But when you initially go, you pay at the door. I mean, you can order your tickets online, but most likely there'll be plenty of tickets there. But it's always good to be secure and buy them online. But once you go in, when the band starts, no matter where venue you're at, there's always an open circle because everyone anticipates there's going to be a pit, which there always is. Now, it's not like what you think is where everyone just goes freaking crazy, just wants to kill each other. Actually, no, there's a lot of people who just want to stand there and just gently headbang or. But normally, once you go in, you'll start at the back, and like sometimes it'll be really packed depending on who's playing. But you gotta make your way eventually up to the edge of the pit, and depending on who it is, really, as far as moshing goes, you kind of like just jump in, push around, thrash around. It's normally good to keep very vigilant as far as being aware of your surroundings. But if you really want to do like pushing, you don't want to like use just your arms because your arms can be shot. You kind of want to use your chest and your arms at the same time. And normally, like very large people, like I don't know, like 300, 250, whatever, you just want to bounce off of them unless you're feeling really squirrely. But yeah, you can thrash around. And now, different stuff that happens, such as a circle pit. It's basically like a pit, but you're just running in a circle inside. And you just got to be careful because, you got to anticipate being pushed from behind. Try not to fall over. But normally, if anyone falls in the pit at all, a bunch of people stop and help them back up. They're really, really nice people. But yeah, don't fall down. Then you got the wall of death, which is pretty awesome, where both halves of the room just go and run and jump, run at each other and jump at each other, and then it turns into one giant pit, which is pretty awesome. Let's see what else. Now, crowd surfing. Now, if you're like a smaller person, like 140, 50, 60, even 180, it'll be pretty easy for you to get up in there. Normally, you can either ask people or there's that one big guy who can just pick you up and throw you right there. And normally, you'll get set down by the staff up front. They'll set you down and you go back around into the concert. And usually, the people you meet there are pretty crazy. It's pretty funny people. You always have that one drunk guy who's just wasted out of his mind, just standing there in the middle of the pit. But depending on each show, might be slightly different. Kind of like when I noticed when I went to the Whitechapel shows, they were insane. Just went to the Black Dahlia Murder, Chelsea Grin, Suicide Silence, Ultra Beast Cemetery Piss show last night. I was going at it the whole time, but usually when you first do it, you'll feel pretty tired. It takes a lot of stamina, actually. If you've never been in one, it feels like you ran like 10 miles all at once. But then you eventually get used to it. And as far as water goes, sometimes there's free water. If there's not, you just normally you want to bring in your own bottle of water and just refill it up in the bathroom or out of a water fountain. I know that sounds nasty, but if you don't want to spend $3, $4, or $5 on a water, I'm sure you'll appreciate it. But if you don't bring a bottle of water, trust me, you're going to need water. Because otherwise, you're going to die of dehydration from sweating. I mean, it depends on how hard you go. Like, if you usually go hard like all freaking night like I do, yeah, you need water. Otherwise, you're going to pass out. And not everybody there is wearing leather and spikes and chains. No. There's a couple people, but some people, they don't even wear a metal shirt. They just wear, like, regular street clothes. But usually it's just people with metal shirts and shoes, shorts, or pants, or whatever. And, well, that pretty much just sums it up. And it's also really cool. At the end of the concert, you want to, when everybody's clearing out, look on the floor for some stuff. Because people drop a lot of stuff. I mean, normally if somebody drops something like a phone or a hat, I hold it up in the air for some time and just walk around. And as far as, again, with moshing, don't make it personal. It's impersonal. Like, don't go after the same person again and again and again. Unless if you want to have, like, a pushing contest, and that's all fun. But you might get into a fight. Like, I was at the Rings of Saturn, and there was only, like, 5 other people because nobody wanted to go crazy. The concert was really small, and they had, like, 40 to 50 people there. And this guy, we almost got into a fight, and they got broke up by a staff member. But yeah, don't make it personal. And I think it's pretty much all the main points, just remain vigilant. If you don't feel comfortable, don't do it, Do whatever you want to do. Not everybody goes crazy. And this concludes my video.